So what can you eat when you're on a gluten and dairy-free diet? Now, I do eat a little bit of butter because I don't notice a difference. So just know your body. This is steel cut oats. These are absolutely amazing for you. Disregard carbs and all of that stuff. Carbs are good for you. Steel cut oats are amazing. They've got protein in them too. So they boil on the stovetop for half an hour. I make extra so I have plenty for several days. When you add maple syrup and cinnamon, that combination is excellent for hormone balancing, especially in women. So that's what's in here, and a little bit of salt on top. This is such a great way to start the day with something that you know is going to fuel your body and mind, and you're going to feel really, really good after you eat this because there won't be any bloating or sniffling or phlegmy, nothing. You're going to feel so good. This is another one that I love. This is kale. So my kale salad is just kale, and then you put olive oil, a little bit of toasted sesame oil, um, lime juice from fresh limes if you have them, and salt. And then you massage it together, and that's what makes the kale soft. And that's what makes it taste and feel really great. And all those flavors get in there. And then you'll see this meat. So I bought some sandwich meat, and I wasn't crazy about the roast beef cold. So I just tossed it in a frying pan, fried it up just a little bit, and slapped it on some toasted sourdough bread and with mustard. Actually, this has cheese on it too, the melted sheep manchego. You can see there under the mustard. I could have also added something like sauerkraut. Let's say I wanted to use pastrami instead of roast beef. I could add sauerkraut, and I could even use Thousand Island dressing and make it a Reuben sandwich, as long as I know that dressing is gluten and dairy free, which shouldn't be hard to find. Next, we have a wonderful dinner of mashed potatoes, corn, and a little sirloin steak. Mashed potatoes, obviously, everybody knows how to make mashed potatoes, but how do you do it without a bunch of milk? What I did is I just took beef stock, butter, and salt in the bottom of the pan, and then put the potatoes from the strainer in there and mixed it all up. Then I made a beef gravy out of some of the beef stock and Bob's Red Mill gluten-free all-purpose flour and poured that over the top of it with some butter. That steak doesn't look too appetizing. It was just okay. Steak, corn, those things are gluten-free and dairy-free. Like I said, you can use a non-dairy butter if you do not tolerate butter at all. This is another breakfast, brunch kind of thing that I love to do. So many amazing ingredients in here. Going from left to right. On the very far left, you see those little circular crackers. Those are savory rice thins from Trader Joe's, and they're in the herbed tahini sauce. Oh, it is so amazing. Then on top, you'll see those triangles. That is Manchego sheep cheese. You can pretty much get it at any store. Then you'll see a variety of different vegetables and fruits. I've got cherries, raspberries, blackberries, it looks like mango, cucumber. I might even have some other stuff stuck down in there that I can't really see. I think I see some salmon in there that would be from Trader Joe's as well. They have a wonderful cracked pepper smoked salmon. And a couple other things in there. So then way up at the top, you see that Reese's peanut butter cup. Eat it. Let's see, this is a lunch. So we've got on sourdough bread, fresh avocado and tomato over tuna. So incredibly delicious. You can do a lot of things with tuna. This is just tuna mixed with mayonnaise, I think. Did I? Yeah, it looks like this is the tuna salad that I actually put celery in. It was just so good that way with a little extra crunch. So you can see there's a lot that you could do with this sandwich. It's just pretty darn plain, super easy. Like I said, sourdough, the fermentation process of the souring of the dough breaks down the gluten. So if it's truly sourdough bread, you won't feel a thing. You'll just feel smart and healthy. Here is another picture of maybe the same sandwich. Nope, different plate, different day. Same thing here. You can just see I kind of mushed it up and added it all together. I do like to take pictures of my food. What do we have here? Oh, a burger. So I'm kind of going in order breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this is a burger you could have for dinner. It's just a nice patty with avocado, arugula, tomato, mustard. I prefer spicier mustards, and mayonnaise. There's even ketchup on there. And the reason this works is because that bread, again, it's sourdough. There's nothing wrong with any of these ingredients. People do get very confused when it comes time to change their lifestyles, change their lifestyle diet. And this is why I'm here to help you because it is so much easier than we think. It's much more natural and far better for you, obviously. What do we have next? Tacos. Oh, yeah, this is at a restaurant too. Why can you eat tacos? Well, it's ground beef. If you season from scratch, you're not going to be putting flour or soy sauce in ground beef. If you use a packet, check the ingredients for modified food starch. It should say anymore that it contains gluten or is, or wheat. So you've got ground beef. There might be cheese on these accidentally from the restaurant. I probably ate them anyway. But ask for no cheese, or if they bring cheese, ask for a little chocolate sauce or get a piece of chocolate. You'll be fine. The corn tortillas are on the taco and the tortillas themselves and the salsa. It's all gluten free. Do not order flour tortillas. Do not order a burrito. Hard corn tortillas or tamales are in corn. Here we have another mishmash. See, this is sort of a different incarnation of the same thing I showed you earlier. Here I think I have cucumbers, rice crackers, herb tahini sauce. The salmon I told you about looks like I might have some nuts this time. Walnuts are excellent for your health. I've got, again, raspberries, maybe a fig in there, looks like, avocado, and more sheep cheese. I eat a lot of that cheese. I just love cheese so much, I can't even tell you. And the combination of all of these different flavors, how can you get bored eating a big, beautiful plate like that? Look at that. All fresh, absolutely beautiful ingredients. Just feast your eyes on what nature has provided for us that is absolutely easy to digest and healthy for you. Now, I do like pre-mixed things. So you'll see this is a kale salad chopped kit. It does come with Parmesan crouton crumbles, which I left off. Here, I've got all the other good ingredients, the kale, the berries, everything else. I just left off the croutons. I could crumble up some of the rice crackers or make my own croutons with sourdough bread. Totally easy and super delicious. Okay, so next, this is not the most beautiful photo, but this is from a restaurant in Big Bear Lake called Tropicali. What I'm going to show you though is how they do this beautiful poke bowl. It's not really poke because it's not fish, but this is jerk I think it's beef. Brazilian, or I mean, I'm sorry, Jamaican jerk beef, seasoned and everything. And then you've got all these amazing beans. You've got rice, you've got peppers, and banana. This is so delicious. I should actually try making something like this for my kids because we really miss that restaurant. Here we have, once it pops up on the screen for you, this is an example of how you can eat out. This is a Thai rice bowl, and it does come with chicken or just vegetarian. I don't know if this one has the chicken or is just vegetarian, but obviously it's got rice. It's got all these amazing veggies and the curry flavor. You know, it's ethnic cuisines, much of the time are just fine. They don't add a bunch of crazy stuff. Look at how gorgeous that is. Thai rice bowl from the Oakside restaurant in Big Bear Lake. And then I can see that I'm drinking an Arbonne pomegranate fizzy, maybe with a um, maybe collagen or mind health packet. Here's a homemade vegetable soup. Look at how beautiful that is. Now, this appears to have something in it that it looks like matzo balls. Matzo balls are not gluten-free, so I'm not exactly sure. It could also be rice, but just regular vegetable soup with chicken or whatever in it is usually just fine. I'm trying to remember this. It looks really good. I need to make one. Um, Absolutely phenomenal soup. If you're a good cook, I hope that this sort of gives you some ideas as to what you can do at home and makes it much easier than you thought it might be. So what we have here is a Hebrew National or a Nathan's hot dog on toasted sourdough bread with mustard. You can eat what you want most of the time. If you loved this video, got something out of it, please subscribe, click like, click notifications, share it, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much, and thank yourself.